Welcome to NBA Countdown, presented by Chime.
2 weeks ago, the Denver Nuggets seemed like they might be on their last leg, on the brink of going down 3-1 in their opening series against the Los Angeles Clippers. But fast forward to today, the heart of a champion beats on. The three-time MVP Nikola Jokic and company, they have a chance to flip the script and take a 3-1 series lead against a team that rattled off an NBA best 68 regular season wins. But when we all saw SGA's smile as he left the floor in Game 3, and as you can see, he walked in all business today, you never know what could happen. The Thunder, the Nuggets, Game 4. We're counting you down on ABC.
We knew what was at stake tonight. It comes down to your best players making shots.
Rock star like Pink Floyd.
That was the worst player on the court that to do in the game.
We had a big smile. I don't ever want to show them that I'm mad.
You can never do what I do, boy. If you know, you know.
Jamal was amazing.
Series not over.
Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye.
I'm optimistic about it.
You're telling me he's not the MVP?
That's how you start, that's how you finish.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Hey, welcome to NBA Countdown. Alongside Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, I'm Malika Andrews, and this is one of my very favorite things that we do here at ESPN when we work on Mother's Day. Our awesome graphics producers, they change our titles to shout out our mamas. So to all the mothers joining us, watching from home, happy Mother's Day, and hopefully we get to celebrate with some pretty awesome games.
That's the anticipation.
That's the anticipation, and that is the plan. This series has certainly been a heavyweight bout, a fight for victory, and today's fight for victory is brought to you by Modelo. Let's just recap how we got here, right? The Nuggets, they took Game 1 of the series. Nikola Jokic became the 4th player in NBA history with a 40-point, 20-rebound, 5-assist game in the playoffs. But it was Aaron Gordon and his three-pointer that gave Denver the win in that one. Then the Thunder bounced back in a huge way Game 2. They won by 43 points, scored a franchise playoff record 149 points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 34. He finished with a ridiculous plus-minus of 51. And then in another close one in Game 3, Denver took that one after Gordon again hit a clutch three-pointer to force overtime. In the extra period, the Nuggets dominated, outscored the Thunder 11-2 to take the series. But here's the thing, Stephen A. The Thunder, they're looking to even things up, and they're currently the heavy favorites to take home Game 4. And even though they're trailing in the round, OKC remains the favorites.
Won today. They know what's at stake. I think they're going to jump on their heels, be on their heels like a pair of church socks today, this afternoon. Jamal Murray's going to have problems. Jokic is still going to have problems. I'm rolling with the Oklahoma.
That means you guys are essentially making me say I need to pick Denver, because when all of us pick the same way, that we know how it's going to
dropping
go.
40 today.
Here's what I do know.
I think he's dropping 40.
On Mother's Day, Mark Jones, he's going to have some bars. Mark, take it away.
All right, thanks, everyone, and welcome to Denver, Colorado, where experience continues to be one of the prevailing storylines in this series between OKC and Denver. Experience is simply what people call their mistakes sometimes on this family Mother's Day. Both teams trying to play mistake-free basketball. Three-time MVP Nikola Jokic, he'll probably be a lot better than he was in Game 3. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the presumptive MVP, vowed to be better here in Game 4. Let's take a little bit of inventory behind a strong second half from Anthony Edwards. Minnesota goes up 2-1 in their series in the other Western Conference semifinals. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones, courtside, along with Jay Billis. From all of us to all of you at home, happy Mother's Day. And George Sedano joining us in just a moment. Let's start talking about the respective rosters. OKC has the youngest team in the NBA, the deeper team, but Denver certainly, Jay, is leaning into its conquer by committee and especially into its experience.
Yeah, experienced starters, and they played most of the way in that overtime win in Game 3. And in a game where Nikola Jokic didn't have his fastball shooting it, he went 8 of 25, 0 of 10 from 3. Jamal Murray was spectacular making challenge shots, but the difference was Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. was great. He was challenged on every shot and made them. But nobody has been better in the big moments of these playoffs than Aaron Gordon. In Game 1, knocking down the game winner after the Russell Westbrook pass, getting into the middle. And then in Game 3, down 3, knocking down the corner 3 to send this game to overtime. Gordon had 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. He's been as consistent at a high level at both ends of the floor as anyone in this series.
Having a career year for the Nuggets and George Sedano. That's why they call him Mr. Nugget.
No question, Jonesy, an endearing nickname by the fans, as the fans just got to look at a ball hitting the camera there. But regarding Aaron Gordon, when I spoke to David Adelman, their head coach, he talked about just the versatility, right, both on offense and defense, and the embodiment of how he absolutely stars in his role. When I spoke to OKC about their mindset heading into Game 3, their head coach, Mark Daigneault, simply said to us, they like to win the days in between. So he simply just reminded them, just remember who you are, Jonesy.
Well, they won 68 games during the regular season. As we take a look at our power forward brought to you by Nissan, Jay, they continue to lean into their 2 All-Stars.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and then Jalen Williams. Alexander's been awesome throughout the course of these playoffs. He didn't have his best game in Game 3, just 7 of 22. He saw a lot of bodies coming at him. Guarded most of the time by Christian Brown, also by Jamal Murray. He saw some man, saw some zone, saw some box and one. But he's going to have to do a better job taking on this defense, especially in the 4th quarter. And when there's 2 on the ball, when he gives it up, his teammates have to start knocking down some of these perimeter shots. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander needs to start getting to the free throw line more. He shoots about 9 per game, only had 5 free throw attempts in Game 3. But give Christian Brown credit. He did a great job, made everything difficult for SGA. And I think he'll be much better in this Game 4.
Coach Daigneault said that Gilgeous-Alexander is the least of my worries right now. We'll have the opening tip. Game 4 from Ball Arena right after this break.
The NBA Conference semifinals on ABC are delivered by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor, Chipotle. For real. And in part by the all-new 2025 Lincoln Navigator. This presentation of the NBA playoffs will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. I need her, my babies.
Either feel the pressure or apply the pressure.
Let the experience take over.
Being ready for the moment. If something pushes you, just push back.
Wide open, Gordon. Got it! Jamal Murray with some magic. The Nuggets go up 2 games to 1 in the series.
Stick to it. Stay together.
He's done at the highest level, ready for a dogfight.
Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up.
Get back in it. It has to be now.
I don't ever want to show them that I'm defeated or mad. You got to flip the script and get better for the next one. The series is not over.
It's a full moon. Let the wolves out. I've been a dog.
Williams in transition. Oh, he caught a body.
We have to rise to the challenge, and we have an opportunity to do so in Game 4.
Squabble up. Squabble up.
It's the NBA playoffs presented by Google. Welcome, everyone, to Denver for Game 4 of the conference semifinals. Delivered by Chipotle. Here from Ball Arena, a pivotal and critical run coming up in a few moments as the precocious and poised OKC Thunder are going to have their mettle tested here on the road in Game 4, trying to prevent from falling into a 3-1 deficit against the champs from 2023. Mark Jones, Jay Billis, and George Sedano courtside. David Adelman drawing up a few late instructions as we take a look at today's starting lineups, brought to you by Popeyes. Same starting 5 for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort in the backcourt. Jalen Williams coming off a career playoff high. Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein for the Thunder. Youngest team in the NBA. Meanwhile, it'll be Murray, who had 27 in Game 3, with Brown in the backcourt. Michael Porter Jr. got them off to a great start in the previous game. Aaron Gordon and the 3-time MVP, Jokic, at the 5 for Denver. Only 2 times this year have the Thunder lost consecutive games. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander vowed that he would be better here in Game 4. You can also bet that the other MVP candidate and reigning MVP, Jokic, will not play as poorly offensively as he did in Game 3. Nuggets 5-2 with a 2-1 lead in best-of-7 series. Thunder still amassing critical experience. They were looking forward to this matchup, in fact, against Denver, hoping and knowing that the Nuggets would bring out the best in them. And Jokic will bring it across, working against Hartenstein.